Hi everyone, welcome back to Megan's Creative Arts. Today we are going to be learning the V-stitch. It's a simple double crochet, chain one, double crochet. In this example I made a baby blanket with a baby self-striping yarn. If I can find it, I will link it below. But I made this blanket many years ago. So with this, it does have a very straight edge. I did not put a border on this. Actually, it looks like I did use a little bit of the remaining yarn just to put a small border, but it did not go all the way around. Looks like I just single crocheted at the top. And there's where my yarn ended. Apparently I love to use it all. But this is the baby size blanket. I'm going to include the directions or the pattern below in the description. And we're going to go ahead and get started. For this example, I am using the Big Twist 100% acrylic, cerulean blue. For this yarn, it is recommended to use a 5mm. I am going to use a 5.5mm. I like it with this particular yarn a little better. We're going to go ahead and get started. This is a very beginner friendly stitch. We're going to start with just doing our slip knot. You want to have a little bit of a tail so you can weave it in at the end. And this is done in multiples of 3. So you're going to chain 3 and then 3, 3, 3 and then add 1. So for this example, I'm going to do 21 and then add 1, so 22. You do as many chains as you need for the width of your blanket or project, whichever you're doing. 14, 21, and 22. So this is my example. And to start, we're going to do a double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. This loop does not count. These are the chains. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and in this 4th chain, I'm going to put a double crochet. Now to double crochet, I will show you in just a second, we're going to chain 1 and do another double crochet into that same stitch. So I yarn over, insert my hook, yarn over and pull up a loop. So I have 3 loops. I'm going to yarn over and go through 2, yarn over and go through 2. That's what makes our V-stitch. Now we're going to skip 2 and do another V-stitch in the 3rd chain from our hook. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and we're going to continue across. So I'm skipping 2 in that next chain. I'm going to double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And you're going to just work your way across through all the chains that you made. right, and 1, 2 into this next one. And before I forget, if you are new to my channel, please think about subscribing, and if you like these videos, please give me a thumbs up so I know that this is something you're interested in. All right, so I have 2 chains left. I'm going to skip one and put a double crochet into the last chain. So here's where you can pause me and continue on your first row of just skipping 2 and doing a V-stitch. All right, and if you're ready to continue, we are going to chain 3 and turn our work. Again, these instructions will be in the description below. Now we're going to just work into the chain 1 space of the V-stitches, and we're going to put another V-stitch right there. So we're going to double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and that's all we're going to be doing. We're going to be just putting another V-stitch into our V-stitch. If you want to look at it a different way, we're going to skip these 2 double crochets and go into the chain 1 space to do our V-stitch. And you are just going to be repeating this row over and over until you have your project as long as you want it. So I'm at the end of row 2. In these skipped chains from our first row, this was our turning, I'm going to actually go into the chain space and do the double crochet. If you don't go into the chain space, it'll start to bow out a little. So it's to get that straighter edge, you want to go into the turning chain. So we're going to chain 3 and turn and continue. Now, if you really enjoy this V-stitch, I do have another video that does a V-stitch ripple, which is the up and down chevron. And I will link it in the description below. And then you can see how to do the ripple with this same stitch. Almost done here. I'm going to stop at row 3. Again, you're just doing this double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Pull a little more yarn out. And then in the top of your turning chain, insert your hook and do the double crochet at the end. So here's our example. All right, there you go. You are learning the V-stitch. You can make this into different stripes. Again, using a self-striping yarn like this one, or just keep it in a solid, whatever you would like to do with your project. If you again enjoy this, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!